Hello. Today I want to talk about coaching. Coaching is a strange idea. It sounds as though if I'm coaching you that I know exactly what to do in your situation and I'm going to tell you what to do it, how to do it rather. But that is not the truth. Coaching isn't that at all. It's really about helping you think and helping you be more confident. Helping you do what you really want to do. And what I do is provide the support and encouragement and challenge. Maybe ask questions that help you think. And above all, listen. Because when you listen, then it actually helps the other person to think more clearly. And the benefits of that are that you think better, you may be more confident, often are more confident, you act more powerfully and decisively, and asking questions broadens your thinking so you get new ideas. Now, there aren't any limits to the topics that people can use coaching for, and here are just some that might appeal to you. You can use it, the process, to think about how you can build or have better relationships at work or at home, which will make you happier. You can think about your next steps in your career. You can think about how you can be less stressed at work. You can think about how managing time and priorities, that might make you less stressed at work. You can think about how you can influence key people to get what you want, to get your work done. You can use it for any aspect of personal or professional development. You might have a team that you're a member of or you run, and you might want that to work more effectively. You might want to think about how you can have that meeting you go to or run be more effective. You may have a conflict that you're in, which is uncomfortable and you'd really quite like to resolve. So really there aren't any limits to the topics. It's not topic dependent. I don't have to be an expert in a topic to help you think about something. And you can also use it to develop skills. And again, I don't have to know how to do a skill in order to be able to help you learn it. Because what we would do would be to create a scenario or a role play where you can act out doing the particular skill, like counselling or consultancy or motivating staff or dealing with a difficult employee, and just have a go and see what happens. I might have a go and do something different. Who knows? You might have a go, but we'll learn what works, and you'll get new ideas and new ways of doing it. So there really aren't any restrictions. And you know, the benefits can be extraordinary. Here are just two stories. A long time ago, I was working with a guy who was told by his boss that he was being verbally abusive to his staff and threatening them, and that if he didn't change his behaviour, he'd have to leave the organisation. When I listened to him, it turned out that he was the youngest of several children. His parents were rather ignorant, uneducated, unaware people, and for the first 5 years of his life he was undiagnosed deaf. Partially deaf. Whenever he didn't do what his parents told him to do, they hit him. And so whenever he got into a situation where he felt even vaguely threatened, he became aggressive. When he realised he was doing now what he was doing, he actually stopped doing it, and he became a changed man. That's somebody with an issue, a problem. Another guy who was actually extremely competent was parachuted into a failing IT project. He had a day to turn it round. He had 50 people in the room and everything you could possibly imagine was going wrong. And we talked about it, and out of that came a simple idea, which was to ask the people in the room how they felt about the project. When everybody had said how they felt, they realised they all felt awful, and they decided they didn't want to feel awful anymore, and they started to cooperate, and the problem was solved. That saved many millions, and it took the best part of an afternoon to get to the conclusion. So coaching can be extremely effective. It can really transform lives and situations. And sometimes people say, well, I don't know how to start. You know, if I have a session, what on earth am I going to talk about? Well, actually, you really can talk about anything, and quite often I don't ask people. I say to people, well, I don't have a question, but if you have to have a question, then here are some that work. One is, if you had 3 wishes to change for your work or your life, or both, what would you use them for? And then you just say, okay, choose one, and let's work out how you might be able to get to achieve your wish. Another one might be, what's a single thing that needs to be fixed to have your life just right? I suppose another one would be just anything on top, anything that's present that you're thinking about right now. So please, when you're thinking about coaching, don't think you're going to be told what to do, and you can work on anything. And it's always in confidence. I never gossip about what I hear to anybody else. And it isn't always comfortable, but I absolutely guarantee it'll be safe. Thank you. And good luck, and bye.